and welcome back to Shoogly Shed Motors for what hopefully will be the final instalment in the motorbike trailer conversion series. It's been a little while since I've actually done any work to the trailer. I did use the trailer to get the new XJR 1300 home, so it's sort of test drive, as it were. It did actually go quite well and it worked, but cosmetically it's still completely rough. I haven't managed to spray it or anything yet, and I haven't completed the side panels to take on and off either. Just purely as a motorbike trailer it functioned, but obviously I'm trying to go for a more modular approach, and I want to be able to put the sides and the base back on it to use it just like a regular trailer to carry things about. So today it's not raining for once. It's very cold though. What I'm going to do is get my gloves, my PPE on, and my angle grinder with the cup brush on it, and try and get as much of the rust and flaky paint off as possible before putting down a base of red oxide primer. Well, that's a bit frustrating. My angle grinder I bought last time has just given up as well. I guess that's, you get what you pay for if you buy an angle grinder from a hardware shop. I'm gonna have to order a better one online to finish the cleaning, which is annoying because I was getting towards the end of it. It's just that sort of middle ramp section to go and a couple of bits on the side. But it's coming up fine. I've got all the loose rust and paint off, so it's just a case of finishing it off and getting it sprayed up. I'm going to need to basically cover it with a tarpaulin to keep it dry in the meantime, so that it doesn't just return to orange rust and start the process all over again. Frustrating. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is put together the side panels and see how that all goes together, and see how easy it goes together, and just sort of dry fit it all before it all gets properly painted. Okay, so I've just marked along the upper edges of all the sideboards because I'm going to trim them down a bit. They're a bit tall, they don't really need to be this tall. And it also just reduces the weight a little bit because plywood is heavy, and also some of the edges of this old ply are a little bit raggedy, so it'd be nice to take them off. Apart from that, everything's bolted in place as it would be assembled. The tailgate at the back here drops down, goes back up, and there's a couple of wing nuts to hold it shut. But essentially the side panels come off in conjunction with the uprights, so you don't have to undo these bolts each time. It's just literally the big 12mm bolts at the bottom that takes that entire side off. So that hopefully will make the assembly a bit quicker if you're going to put it together from flat. Aside from that, I'm pretty pleased with it. Just to cut these off and then finish grinding up and painting everything. It's kind of a laborious process, but we'll get there in the end. Cool, so that's all of them trimmed down to size. I just need to basically put another couple of coats of paint on them. I need to grind off all the old paint off the uprights and give it all a lick of paint. Finish off cleaning the chassis, the sort of base of the trailer, and then paint that as well, and job's a good one. I think that's everything. Yeah, that's everything. Alright, so I finally did get a new angle grinder. Finished off the cleaning on the trailer bed. I'm going to use this red oxide paint, I think it's called, which is sort of anti-corrosion and primer, before I do a top coat of black paint. So yeah, first coat is of this stuff. Well, that's sort of 2 coats of red oxide primer on the sort of top side. Once it's dry, I can flip it over to the underside, flip it back, and do a top coat of black. Time consuming, but hopefully it will preserve it for many years to come. Managed to get the trailer painted, it's all done, painted all the other parts as well. Today is going to be its sort of finished maiden voyage. Like I said earlier, I did get a test when I picked up the XJR, but today we're heading over to Fife to drop off the Enfield Continental GT535 for reasons that I'm not going to get into right now, but basically Mrs. Shoogly obviously has her phaser now, so we're going to give the Enfield back to my father-in-law where it originally came from for the time being. Anyway, long story short, so I'm going to get the trailer set up now and I'll time-lapse that and show you how it goes together. Well, we made it to Fife with the Enfield on the trailer, and happy to report that nothing went wrong. Bike seemed fairly secure. It is absolutely solid on there, and the trailer performed perfectly, so yeah, I'm going to call that a job done, and I'm really pleased with it. And it's nice to have that ability to dismantle it and store it, just like I did this morning. And yeah, when I need to use it as a proper trailer, I can put the sides back on it. So yeah, great, really happy with that, really chuffed. So sad to say bye to the Enfield, but it won't be disappearing out of my life completely, so hopefully we'll get back on it at some point. Anyway, as usual, please do give me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the Shoogly Shed channel. I very much appreciate it, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.